We hear a lot about Africa, not much of it good. Like many of its neighbors, Ethiopia is a land where millions of people living in poverty seem to have little hope for the future. I'm Turk Pipkin, and in the past year I've seen another Ethiopia, a land where clean water, schools, health care, and opportunity are creating real change in the lives of millions.
Water is the fundamental need. Our model starts with, in a village, asking what it is you need and want. Glimmer of Hope's probably done 3,000 projects in the last 8 years. I would estimate about 2,000 or more of those have been water. Spring protection, water wells, boreholes, whatever. A clean source of water in your community revolutionizes your life, there on after in every generation, truly.
Here we are, we're up in northern Tigray, right up on the northern border of Ethiopia and on into Eritrea. It's a magical event to see water bursting up out of the ground, less than 100 yards up the road from where the children go to school. They will no longer be drinking parasites. Those days are behind them. The children won't have to carry water. They'll now be able to go to classrooms which are being built. In essence, it makes for a healthier, vibrant community. And now we're going to see what that means to the villagers, and they're ready to party. This boy is getting his school report card. He's getting good grades, he's got A's, and he's never been absent. So he's staying healthy. Well done. Good work.
So many of these women are walking for hours and hours each day, and as soon as their children, particularly the girls, are old enough to walk, they walk with them. They are totally denied the opportunity for an education, and the only way to break that cycle is getting clean water to accessible distances, and that's a passport out of poverty for these communities. You walk in a classroom and these kids are sitting there beaming at this opportunity to not, I've got to go to school, I get to go to school. And there's a 6-year-old next to a 20-year-old, because that 20-year-old has never had the opportunity to have any education. And it's a joyful experience, this eagerness, this willingness to learn.
I've seen so many schools in Ethiopia with deep need. Schools made of thorns with walls that allowed snakes into classrooms. Schools where high school students were sitting on stones. Schools built in the 70s that are crumbling into the ground. And in each one, someone from a Glimmer of Hope told me, we'll find a way to make it right. What I really like about Glimmer is that they partner with local communities on long-term change.
So this here is a modern day, 21st century classroom block. This building will last about 40 years. So in terms of integrated development, what you've got is the school. We drove past the health clinic, and here's the water. So it all gets integrated in. We are combining water and classrooms for their children and healthcare for their sick, providing microfinance, the small loans to enable farmers irrigate the land, women to start their businesses. When you combine all of these, then you have the momentum to truly release people from poverty forever.
We're in Dembidola, Ethiopia, town of 100,000 people, 5 cars, and 5 million speed bumps.
This is Dembidola Hospital, really where it all began. The buildings were completely dilapidated. There was no equipment, there was no surgeon, there was nothing here to care for the sick. We've really been working in partnership to lift this place up and to make it a place that really people can come and get well.
Dembidola Hospital now has the equipment, the medical personnel, and the supplies to provide 200,000 patients with everything from prenatal care to major surgeries.
We very much appreciate this partnership between A Glimmer of Hope and the people of Dembidola. You have always been very, very special in our hearts. the relationship that we feel with the people here. There's the community, there's a glimmer of hope, and there's the government, and there's the triangle, which represents a glimmer of hope.
Glimmery, mootummaadha, saba, akkanatti wal qabannee jirra. Isinii wajjiniin akkanattiin hamma dhumaatti socho'uu barbaanna saba Dambidolloo wajjiniin.
If you build thousands of classrooms, primary schools, high schools, and technical colleges, then you also need to build a teacher's college. Soon to be a 4-year university, producing one of the most crucial ingredients for a new Ethiopia, an army of teachers. Everywhere we traveled, a Glimmer of Hope pointed to their community partnerships as the key to what they've accomplished. But I saw the true measure of that success in the faces of parents and their children. Some of what I saw is almost without explanation. An autistic boy who learned to walk after Glimmer's sponsorship of a business for his mother. A boy Donna and I chose to show us a new classroom, who turned out to be the only local boy who'd never attended school because he worked to support his family. Now starting school at age 10, his name is Patience.
We really want to engage like-minded individuals, families, foundations, corporations in the knowledge that they can participate in this and that 100% of all their contribution is going to come to the local level and children will benefit. And that's an exciting journey to share.
They are our brothers and sisters who happen to live in another continent. Their needs and wants are just the same as ours.
It's already shifting, it's already moving, and our mad goal at A Glimmer of Hope is to see the end of poverty in our lifetime.
Not only do we think we can do that, we've been doing that for years and years. And we just need to do it at a greater scale.
My personal goal would be that I never have to see a woman bent in half carrying sticks and a jug on her back.
It's all about people. It looks like it's about projects. It's not. It's about people.
And it is that one step at a time. It's that one village at a time. It's that one person at a time. Each individual deserves that respect.